forward to this computer. Yay, we're doing it. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Kendra Baker, which is like the most perfect name for you, by the way.
Yes, that happened. The stars aligned.
Yeah, it's perfect. And she is the owner, one of the owners of, take it away. What do you own? What do you do?
Well, I'm one of the owners of the Glass Jar, which owns the Penny Ice Creamery, the Picnic Basket, and Snap Taco. And what do? I wear many hats. It's hard to say these days. I started as a pastry chef, though, and that's kind of how I entered.
I want that story. I love that story. Where did you start as a pastry chef, and why and how?
Well, okay. Maybe I didn't start as a pastry chef. Maybe I started as a lover of food. And then it kind of evolved from there.
Yeah.
So I think, I didn't grow up with like a super robust food community. But then when I came to Santa Cruz for college, I had the opportunity to study abroad in Italy. And I think it was there that I really started to fall in love with food and learn how food brings community together and just how special it is. And that was super inspiring. And when I came back to Santa Cruz, I actually started working at Gabriella Cafe, which is fun because it's right across the street from the Penny.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's perfect. And and I don't know why Paul hired me. Really, I had no experience whatsoever.
I'm glad you have you're like, I don't know. I just like showed up one day.
I did, pretty much. He was like, okay, fine. Come make salads on Friday. I was like, okay.
He hired you straight off in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
With no experience?
With no experience.
That's amazing.
I know. I walked in and Jim Denevin, who was the chef at the time, he's like, what? Paul's just like hiring my cooks now. Great. I was like, hi, I'm here.
I just got back from Italy and I want to cook.
Yeah, I'm really good. It's going to be awesome. We'll have fun. And I loved that. And I decided that like I wanted to go to cooking school. So I went to cooking school.
Where'd you go?
I went to Johnson and Wales in Rhode Island.
Okay.
So I went all the way to the East Coast, which was really exciting too, because I've always lived in California. And so I got to experience a little of the East Coast, which was totally a culture shock.
Yeah.
Just like I'm used to, you're used to California, which is like, oh, you want to come to my barbecue? Oh, yeah. You can borrow my toothbrush if you want. Yeah, let's go roller skate. Perfect.
Yeah.
And there it was kind of like, hi, I'm Kendra. And they're like, no, I'm not talking to you. Like, go away. Like,
oh my gosh, that's not warm and cozy at all.
It was not. And there was snow and there was all these things I had to learn, but I loved it. And I broke into I found my people.
Yeah.
But that was great. And through that, I got to go to Europe again a couple more times, but this time cooking, which was awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
And got to work at amazing restaurants in Boston. And then it was time to come back to California.
Yeah.
Came back to San Francisco this time, and I had the good fortune of being an intern at Chez Panisse, and then I got to work with Liz and Chad at Tartine and helped them open their restaurant, which was just a fabulous experience. And kind of there, I was really getting into ice cream making, actually. It was like, cool. Became a big passion because that was just like this fun and whimsical thing that I could do on my dessert menu there. So that was cool. And actually, I started writing my business plan for the Penny then.
Oh, wow.
While I was working for them. So
you knew you were going to go do your own thing at some point.
Yeah, I have always had these like super inspiring, bosses, like Barbara Lynch in Boston or Liz from Tartine, just like these people who are just like really passionate about what they do, very confident, great role models, like have really diversified interests, I think, like, and able to like manifest their visions. So I think it just like helped me to like feel like I could do that too.
Did you feel supported in your dreams, or did you feel like they wanted to keep you because you were so good?
Oh, no, I think, yeah, no, I've always felt supported by my mentors.
That's a good leader then. That's a really good boss to have.
Yeah. I also don't know that they knew that.
Right, that's the other. They're like, oh yeah, you're doing great, Kendra. Don't leave.
No, but like, I know this from my own experience that like people, who have big dreams and talent and for my staff anyways, that I was just like, of course you're going to leave. And like, I want to keep you as long as I can. And I want to help you grow as much as you can. And I want you to see, as much value from this job as, cause it's good for all of us.
Yeah, totally.
But then, yeah, I left her team.
Wait, you're gonna skip a really important detail. You were named you're so humble. You're not even gonna tell about your big achievement.
Well, yeah. So while I was at Bar Tartine, it was exciting. I got named Best Pastry Chef. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, that's a big deal.
Yeah, Best Pastry Chef of San Francisco by San Francisco Magazine. And that was a super big honor, especially like being the pastry chef for Liz and Chad, so it was like, that was pretty cool to like have that recognition and be, feel at that level. So yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. I know. Okay. Now we can talk about Penny and Snap Taco and the picnic basket. I just wanted to hear your background and your story.
Yeah.
So now,
I went to work at Manresa after that, which was like a totally different experience.
Oh yeah.
So that was.
I still want to go there for a meal one day.
Oh yeah, you definitely must. It's very, very incredible. Yeah, but then so Zach's my business partner. We met many moons ago in Santa Cruz, like before I started my culinary career. And just as buddies. He had just moved here from Seattle. And yeah, so we had remained friends, and he was going to business school. And I had been like slogging away at this business plan, and I was like, hey, I need some help with this. Like, what do you think? Like, will you take a look? And then he became totally invested in it. And by the time we were finished with it, he was like, I want to do this too. So,
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And we really work well together, and like, we're a good yin and yang, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So then you what was the first thing that you guys opened together?
We opened the Penny on Cedar Street.
Okay.
So our downtown. And that shop's super special. So I think the thing that like makes Penny unique that a lot of people don't know about is that like we're one of the smallest dairy manufacturing plants.
Okay.
So we make our ice cream totally from scratch. We pasteurize in-house. Yeah, so it like really plays to my strengths as a pastry chef, like in being able to create every single recipe how I want it to be created and like think it will be the best. Whereas like other ice cream shops either buy their ice cream already made, or they buy a mix, which is like 90% of your product, and then they add flavors to it. Oh, so this is really, really unique and special, and it doesn't happen very often anymore.
Well, you can taste the difference. Like Penny Creamery stands out in a league of its own. Like you can really taste the difference, and the texture is like, it's like more
ice cream.
Yeah, it's super delicious.
Thank you. Yeah, it is different, and it's a different experience for people too, because I think with like, the industrialization of food and stabilizers and needing to keep things frozen longer, we're used to an ice cream, which I'm not saying is bad by any means, but it's different texturally. It's like soft and stretchy, and like what we perceive as creamy is actually stabilizers.
Yeah.
So the Penny, our goal is to have all of our ice cream consumed within 2 weeks of being made. That's cool. So there's no need for stabilizers, but the texture is super different.
I like it. Yeah. And then from Penny on Cedar, you went to,
Well, for a short time, well, I guess like 3 years, we had a kiosk on Pacific Avenue, and
oh
that
yeah,
was
I
fun.
remember that. I like that.
Yeah,
It's
it was
very
really
convenient.
Yeah, it was fun to do that. And it was fun because, I mean, this is kind of one of the things with our business. We always like, when we talk about those people who like excel and are amazing employees, our, one of our first employees wrote the business plan for us to open the kiosk.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
he was in business school and he's like, I think this is a great idea. So he, you know, he was like, yeah, I don't know. He was like 20. It was really sweet. And then we opened the picnic basket down at the beach, near the wharf.
Best breakfast sandwiches in town.
Thanks. Yeah, so that was kind of fun because that project was like, you know, obviously larger than just ice cream.
Yeah.
Kind of let me play to like my other strengths in terms of like pickling and jam making and, you know, and making food beyond just like ice cream.
So did you create the menu there on like, that was like your visions?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, kind of like backing up, like it started as ice cream, and then Zach and I got really excited. And we actually wrote the business plan for the picnic basket. And then it was like, wait, this seems like too big. Maybe we should go back to ice cream and just start here.
Yeah.
So then, so I guess in the back of our mind, we always had this idea of like a picnic basket type place.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we opened Assembly, which was a farm to table restaurant. And that was awesome and such an incredible journey. Had both its rewards and challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And we closed that mostly because I think it was just more than, I mean, super bittersweet, but I needed more space for myself and my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was bigger than I wanted in that moment. So
but you didn't just close, you shifted and you reopened in the same space, a different vision.
right. Yeah. So I had been working on another business plan for this taco shop, and just I'm always dabbling and thinking about new concepts. But yeah, so we were like, oh, okay, well, this is a really fun concept, like very low key, very approachable for the Santa Cruz community.
Yeah.
Great for Pacific Avenue. Zach and I both felt like it would like require a different amount of our energies. Yeah, and so we just got super excited and pumped about that, and yeah, so we opened Snap Taco, which is, yeah, it's been a super fun project, and people have enjoyed it.
Yes, I concur.
Yeah.
And so what are you guys doing differently? I know that restaurants and dining out has shifted a lot since the pandemic. What are you guys doing differently to continue to serve our community? And
yeah, well, I mean, COVID has definitely required us to be very nimble. Like, oh my God, you know, it's just like every day it's something new and exciting. But, you know, I think like we're doing it. I mean, fortunately, our businesses are like really positioned to be able to be takeout businesses.
right.
And they're, I feel like, you know, like things that people want, and they bring them joy, and they're, and right now I think that that's what a lot of people are looking for, is something that is just like simple and fun, and yeah, and just makes them happy. Yeah. And that they can share with their family. So I think in that sense, yeah, we have a good position. But we've been doing all kinds of things. I mean, that I didn't really expect us to be doing, you know. You know, we did a ton of relief meals for the people affected by the fires. We've, you know, we did a lot of that. We've been doing obviously tons of takeout. I did my gingerbread house kits this year, which was
cool.
super fun.
Oh,
yeah.
you like made all the little pieces?
Yeah, so like my family tradition is to do like a gingerbread house making party,
Yeah.
where we invite everyone over. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so sad that I can't have everyone over this year and
Oh,
my gingerbread houses. So we decided to make these kits and then sell them at the penny, and then like people could have their own gingerbread parties and
that's
like
really cute.
send me pictures of their
Did
parties.
did you get a bunch of pictures?
So many, they were amazing. Oh my God. I was like, yay!
That's amazing. That's really cool. So
Yeah,
you baked all of the pieces to the houses?
yeah, yeah, we
Ooh.
did. It was like 6 hours of frosting making one day. I like came home, I was like so sticky. I'm like, what and I smelled like gingerbread. It was amazing.
That's really festive. I love it.
I don't know. We've just been trying to do things that, yeah, like that make people happy. We at Penny, we're doing like our Sunday kits, like anything that we can do just to like, yeah, have people, yeah, find some joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take it home.
And take it home.
Send them home with it. Like
Yeah.
right now we have to be at home. So like, let's bring the things that we love from the outside world, which is also supporting local businesses and
Really.
our local economy, and bring it home. Like, why not?
Yeah. And that is the key. I mean, I hope, yeah, if there's one thing that I can, share with everyone is that is really, really important right now. Like supporting our local small businesses as much as possible is huge.
Yeah.
Because we want them to be there when we get to the other side of this.
Yes.
Yeah, because we would be a very sad town if we didn't have all these amazing small businesses.
I agree, which is one of the reasons that we're trying to like broadcast too. So
Yeah.
we're going to put all your information for all your amazingly delicious and wonderful shops in here so people can go find you at the Penny Creamery. And now there's 3 locations, right? For Penny, we have downtown, Capitola, and Aptos.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you serve coffee there, which I always like. What do you call it with the coffee on the vanilla ice cream?
Oh, the affogato.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. I have to go get one.
A little sugar on caffeine.
So
good. And then you go sell a bunch of houses.
Yeah, that's what. That's how I actually won Danny's heart, because I used to work at the coffee shop at Ideal.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
You didn't know that?
I don't know. I worked at Ideal for like a hot minute one summer, like when I was 19.
What summer do you remember?
Like probably like 2000 or something like that.
No, I was 2001. That's when I started. But I would put the vanilla ice cream with espresso, and then I'd put cinnamon on top. And I'm pretty sure that's like what won his heart.
Still the deal. Nice.
Yeah. So I think that's it. We'll put all your information so people can find you and go and support you and your amazingly delicious businesses. And then, yeah.
Thank you so much, Shamika. You're so rad. Thanks for doing it.
Don't hang up. I'm just going to stop recording.